what if it would be possible to get the most out of a course by not doing it alone, but by doing it with others? Do you believe that's possible? And what would you be willing to do to make it happen? Well, the good news, for the last 3 days, I've been doing this course by Ted McGrath. I saw him last year in March. I went to the US to see him. That's right around the time that COVID was exposed to the world and we had to stop traveling. So I was in luck. I got to do my traveling and I got to finish the course. Anyway, he's doing a virtual course right now. And during the first day, I said, I want to meet up with people and I want to brainstorm with them on what we've been taught, because he's going through these steps in order to create story. And then next, it's all about the marketing, how you want to market your product and what is your product and how are you going to get it across to people. Now, there are a lot of coaches in this group. I'm part of them. I'm a coach too. And then here's the cool thing. He gets into story. And of course, we know story is important. Just ask one other coach out there. Then it gets back to story. But he really gets into it in depth. And what he actually said is, what makes you different as a coach or whatever kind of branch you're in? And it's all related back to your personal experience. And so what did you run into and what did you do in order to get out of it again and to improve yourself and become a better version? So we've called ourselves the Sandwich Shop Owners. It comes from Ted McGrath. Ted McGrath was talking about how we are going to be the sandwich shop owners. So what does a sandwich shop need to do? You've got the sandwich, that's the product you want to sell, and then people need to be able to get into the shop. So I love that analogy, and that's why I called the group the Sandwich Shop Owners. So the goal is to become part of the 2%. Well, here is the thing. When you have to do it on your own, even when you're within a group, then what are the chances that you are going to A, do your homework, and B, get it done and get it finished? So in this case, because we are with multiple people working on our story and on the steps, we actually encourage one another to get ahead and get moving. So it's not like we can actually say after one day we are going to quit. No, after one day we say, okay, let's take a few more hours and just brainstorm with all of us. So that's actually what we did. And what I noticed, and that was kind of cool, is that we not only brainstorm with one another and help one another out, but we actually complement one another. And I have to say that's probably one of the most amazing things. And what I also discovered is we all know a lot of stuff, and so we all get back to key elements that we've heard in one course or another, and we are using those elements to actually improve ourselves and get to that next level. So I can't tell you how excited I am to actually realize that you know, we can actually make it happen because now there is this peer group and we are really motivated to get there and get it done. But I also know that if I only had been listening to Ted and his coaches, that likely straight after the course, I would have said, okay, bye, night, night, since it's midnight or it's 2 o'clock when the course finishes. And I wouldn't have done a single thing. But now I've gone on, it's almost 6 in the morning over here. And, you know, I'm actually recording this video in order to share what has happened and what I've done. And because I'm so excited, I'm so pumped about it, because for me, it's all starting to make sense. And I guess that's one of the coolest things to experience, that, you know, none of us have to walk this path alone. And once we realize that and we dare to reach out for help and to say, hey, can we join in? Can we work with one another? That's when the magic happens. So, short video this time to talk about the miracles, the magic that can happen if you are willing to work with other people and to really go for it and make the time. And whether it is in between making dinner or when driving back from one location to the other, it doesn't matter. As long as you're committed to doing it. And, you know, we all bring our own expertise to the table. And hence we, you know, it's synergy. With all of us combined, we come out so much stronger than just the number of us present. So, having said so, what is it that you have done that you got stuck with, and how would it help you to get the support? Tomorrow will be continued, and I'll see you again. So stay tuned.